tutorial, we'll highlight the Phase 1 enhancements to the PO.DAAC web portal. Overall, PO.DAAC's transitioning towards a web portal that is content-centered, data-driven, and provides personalized user experiences that are supplemented with efficient search and discovery capabilities. So when you come to the PO.DAAC web portal, you're going to automatically see the new redesigned theme as well as this new simplified homepage layout. So we go through, you also see a new navigation architecture as well as the introduction of science disciplines, as you can see here, ocean, cryosphere, and terrestrial hydrosphere. So what I want to do, since there is some change that's been happening, you may be curious, well, how do I actually do things that I previously could do in the PO.DAAC web portal? One of which you all probably care the most about, is how do I find data? So there's two ways in which to find data now using the new web portal. One is directly from the home page utilizing the science disciplines here that I'll walk you through. And the other one is through the typical Find Data tab here. So first, walking through how you could do it with science disciplines. So let's say we click on ocean. What you're going to see is a little synopsis that tells you about what the ocean science discipline is, as well as the different measurements that we have which pertain to that discipline. So if you were curious about ocean data sets in general, you can go directly to this Find Data tab, hit it. I'm going to open it in a new window, and it will take you to our Find Data, but it has it now filtered directly based upon all the different ocean data sets we have. So there's about 573. If we go back and you say, okay, I care about oceans, but specifically now salinity. So you can filter down one further step, click on salinity. It will give you another synopsis about salinity. This tab here would actually take you to the salinity measurement page, which I will in a second. And these are all the different related missions associated with the salinity measurement. But if you now care about ocean, but specifically salinity data sets, you can click again on this button, Find Data. And now it further filters based upon that. So oceans and now salinity, which is about 172 different data sets we have. So as I mentioned, you can now learn more if you want about what the salinity measurement is. And it'll take you to the salinity measurement page, which tells you what is salinity, how is it measured, related links, and again, those different missions that we have associated with it. And again, you can find data directly through here as well. But going back, if you now care even further that you just know outright, okay, I care about the ocean, specifically salinity, and specifically I want Aquarius, you can click on this link. It'll take you directly to the Aquarius mission page. And you might see that overall the mission pages have a different look and feel as well. So what we wanted to do is make, if you already knew the mission that you care about, we wanted to make it a one-stop shop. So you weren't really having to go around to different links and clicks to find all the information that you needed pertaining to that mission. So all the general information we typically had is still there, telling you about the mission, the instruments, documentation, etc., as well as how many citation metrics we have at present. But it now has all the different data sets associated with the Aquarius mission. And you can have it in table format, or you can go to this list format, which provides you with a little icon. What you can see from the mission pages is an introduction of sort of this dynamic linkage now between content types across the portal. So going forward, any announcement that comes out of PO.DAAC is tagged with a specific science discipline, as well as a mission and a parameter. So here, basically, we have tagged these different announcements with respect to Aquarius, and thus they appear on the Aquarius mission page. So again, making it that one-stop shop, if you will, for everything. Same thing with the resources. So here you'll find animations, data and action stories. I'll get to that in a second. If we had any tutorials, or documentation related to Aquarius, it would all appear here. And clearly, again, this is phase 1. More information and content will be continuously added. So documentation, etc., will be coming in this particular section. But another new feature is data and action. So you might be curious what this is. It's a reboot, of Ocean Stories, if you had ever heard of that before. We rebranded it Data in Action and sort of changed the focus to go along with the PO.DAAC web portal's transition to, again, this content center, data-driven, personalized user experience. So we're providing a simple image or animation, simplified text as to what that pertains to, the data that was used to acquire that, and down the road also, let's say, a script that was used to create, and then again, references and any related links. And with each one, it gets associated with a science discipline, or it could in fact be multiple science disciplines. So that is one way in which directly from the home page you can acquire data. So again, you can do it directly from a science discipline, the measurement itself, or again, go directly through the mission and get that information that way. But if you didn't necessarily want to use a home page, you can do the same through the navigation bar. So you can filter by the science discipline. Again, if I clicked ocean, it's going to show you and filter directly by oceans, again, that 573. If now I care more so about salinity, it does ocean and filters further by salinity density, again, the 172. And if you do the find data here, again, it will take you to, we did Aquarius, it'll take you directly to the mission page itself and the data associated with that mission. So that is find data. Another one is access data. So if you already knew the tool or service you wanted, you can still get to them directly through these links. But we do want to point out that we made the PO.DAAC GitHub more visible directly in this link here. But a new feature is the actual access data page, which illustrates dynamic filtering by capability. So each one tells you a little something about what the tool and service is, a direct link to forums so you can go and see what questions people have already posted or have interactions with your peers. But again, this filtering by capability is the key feature. So you can filter by download, and you can see all these different icons, search, service, subset, or visualize. So if I care about, first I want to search all the different PO.DAAC data sets, I think I want a subset, and I want to download, you can see that there are really two different tools that you can use, and that's web services and high tide. And you can clear that and do a different search. So this is a new feature. Another one is this tab called resources. So we have broken it out into data users and data providers. So if you click on data providers, this will show you all the information you might need to submit a data set to PO.DAAC. For example, let's say you are writing a NASA ROSES proposal in which you're going to create a data set. You could come here and learn what, well, this is basically a template that you could use within your proposal for submission of data sets to PO.DAAC. Once you created that data set, let's say you were selected, you created that data set, then you would come and check the metadata compliance checker to see if it fits our PO.DAAC best practices. So these are just different content that could help you if you were ever curious about submitting a data set to PO.DAAC. But the majority of people are probably going to be data users. So we go to the data users resources page. Again, you can see dynamic filtering by category, all these different categories, types, and even science discipline. So I hope you're getting that message across, that we've enabled filtering of content type across the web portal. But let's say I showed you a previous data in action story with respect to the ocean. Specifically, it was actually, let's go to terrestrial hydrosphere. And this is one in which it's actually spans both ocean and terrestrial hydrosphere. So if we click on that, you can see it does show that it's for two different science disciplines. Again, simplified image, simplified text, data sets that were used to create it, related links and references. So again, as more content is provided, this will be more than, right now it's presently more animations and data and action stories and the PO.DAAC GitHub repository, but as more information comes on with respect to, let's say, learn, tutorials, or even code, specific types of code, more content will be added. And then there's about. So about, this information was across the PO.DAAC web portal. Now about just consolidates it. So it provides information, about PO.DAAC itself. So you can see here, what is PO.DAAC? What's our mission? What is our PO.DAAC user working group? This is where you can get to PO.DAAC metrics. It tells you about the different tools and services and the data distribution by files, volumes, users. How to cite our data if you're going to write a publication. This same information can be found at each of the dataset landing pages if you already knew the dataset you wanted. You can also go directly here and get to the direct measurement page. So before we went to salinity density, it just provides you another way in which to get to these pages. Same thing with missions, we did Aquarius. And then help, and about the normal. So the announcements, events, meetings, and workshops we have coming up that we will be attending, and who will be presenting, and system alerts. And then help is the mailing list, the PO.DAAC forum, and if you would like to subscribe to the PO.DAAC RSS feeds. We still have our search bar in which you can search free text for website data or forum, and you can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. So that concludes the introduction, if you will, to the new web portal phase 1 enhancements. I hope this sort of whet your appetite, and now I hope you all go in and check it out for yourselves and provide us with feedback. And you can provide us with feedback directly by emailing us on the PO.DAAC mailing list if you are not already associated with that, but also you can do it directly from the forum itself. So we look forward to getting your feedback, and have fun exploring. Thank you.